Hear me out. They were shooting The Expanse season 5 and they realized how good it looked that they decided to fake announce that it was canceled because they knew people would go to watch it because it's so goddamn good. They would get hooked and there would be down for, the 9 seasons or whatever that we're hoping to get. It's all a ruse. The show actually isn't canceled because it's way too good to be canceled. I can't believe it.
The tinfoil hat knows all. Seriously, this show is so good this season.
Before we get going too far, if you enjoy our talks on The Expanse, we're going to be doing this every week, and we're going to do an end of the season review. And anytime there's news, we're here. So please hit like and subscribe and join us for the journey. Everything from here on out is going to have spoilers. So fair
Heavy
warning,
spoilers.
leave now. Go watch the episode. It's
Yep.
great.
Go
if
watch
you
the
haven't
episode.
done
What are
it.
you doing? Why are you watching us when there's an Expanse episode, but then come back? Seriously, come
But
watch
that,
us.
yes,
afterwards.
seriously, come back, watch the
Definitely.
whole thing, like, subscribe.
We got those 3 episodes, and it has a huge cliffhanger. And I just thought, wow, okay, we'll have a little slower episode this week, a little more somber. Earth has just been hit by a piece of an asteroid. Nope. The intensity did not let up at all. We've got, conspiracies left and right. We've got more asteroids hitting. We've got, does Earth even have a government right now?
This is like so many payoffs. It's like
Yeah,
watching
for
almost
real.
a season's worth of payoffs in the 4th
Yeah.
episode. What this show does so well is it has these big, intense, like so satisfying payoffs, but then they have these great moments like with Alex and Bobby dedicating your life to the military and then losing it,
Yep.
or Amos with Peaches down in,
Yeah.
these are just great human scenes.
Amos and Clarissa Mao. Like last week, that was one of the mysteries. Like he obviously calls Christian back and says, "Hey, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to help me arrange a meeting with somebody." We're all like, "Ooh, who's this gonna be?" And turns out, hey, Clarissa Mao is back. And the last time we saw her, it was the beginning of season 4. She made her like one-time prison phone call to Amos, and it was so cool to like have this like bring her back. And I'm intrigued to see where they go with this, because right now it seems like they're trapped together in this prison, and is they're gonna have to escape together? Is this gonna be what's the where are we gonna go with this? Is Amos gonna help her get some kind of redemption? Because obviously she was a terrorist in season 3, so this is very interesting to have that come back in this season when very much terrorism is a big part of kind of what we're dealing with on the whole world.
Well, and now she, presumably moving forward, she is now going to be suffering the effects of a terrorist attack because she is
Right.
sick and on all this medication or these blockers for her
Yep.
body mods, and now they're trapped, and well, we don't know what the consequences
We
of all
don't
that
know.
will
Yeah.
be, but she will now see the other side of maybe her actions,
Right.
maybe get a nice little redemption arc. The show's pretty good at
Yeah.
that stuff.
Fred Johnson. I mean, that came out of nowhere. I was absolutely speechless in that moment, because I did not see that coming at all. And clearly the Belters are way more widespread. Marco Inaros has support all over in places I think we didn't expect. And
Yeah.
I mean, we were talking before we shot. Like Fred Johnson has been around since season 1, and he's a major recurring character.
And I love him
So
because he's kind of one of those people where you're not sure about him for the
yeah,
longest time. And he's
yep,
kind of within the last little bit becomes somebody we're like, you know what, I kind of love and do sort of trust that guy. Um,
yeah.
uh, it just it's
Fred
nice.
Johnson.
It's that's why it's so tragic. It's why it's so
Yeah,
tragic because he's
he's
great.
always looking out for himself and for Tycho Station. Like he's a businessman, but like
Yes.
you always kind of, as long as you know that about him, you're like, okay, like he will do the right thing when it's also in his best interest. And kind of speaking of the plot and on Tycho Station, getting the proto-molecule, I love that Holden now really has a newfound purpose. Because those first 3 episodes, I kind of talked about last week, that I liked that he's not the center point of the season. He's just one of the characters, and we're having so much happen with so many characters that it's good. It's not just all about Holden. But I also don't want Holden to have nothing to do. We need Holden with a mission, and man, get back that proto-molecule. He knows better than anybody how dangerous the proto-molecule will be in the wrong hands, and clearly Marco Inaros is the wrong hands to have the proto-molecule.
Yeah, Marco Inaro, by the way, that actor is doing a very good job.
Yeah.
Feeling real bad for Naomi there. My God, her and her son just have such a
Yeah.
horrible
I
relationship
know.
right now. It's super
Yeah.
toxic. But
Super toxic.
I mean, I feel like his Marco's speeches really embody what Belters have been feeling and experiencing for God knows how long. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? And it's just and like the idea that kind of these alien gates are open and there's all this possibility and really all they
Right.
can think about is like, yeah, but
But it's gonna be
screw
the
Earth
same.
and Mars. Like
Yep.
this is for us. Like this is our moment. They can stay on their planets. The space is for us, and you just can see the resentment and the contempt that they have.
100%. And I think what's so great about the show is that because we're now in season 5, we've had 4 previous seasons of seeing how really, like, honestly shit on the belt is by the other planets, like how really abused they are. So, I mean, Marco is in the wrong, but it's not like we can see the complexity of it. That these are desperate people willing to do whatever they have to do to make sure that they don't end up at the bottom again. That, like you said, there's some new opportunity out there, and they are not going to end up being the ones stepped on. Yeah, it's so complicated. And that's what I love about the show is it's not just like, oh, good guys, bad guys. You're like, everybody's got their motives, and everybody's kind of navigating this crazy gray morality.
Yeah, I just think it says so much about how the Belters feel that when there is seemingly peace, the alien gates opened and it kind of changed everything, right?
Right.
Like the
Yeah.
previous like Earth and Mars, now they don't really have to fight. Like people from Mars can just go find other worlds. They don't have to inhabit Mars if they don't want. Like everything changed with the alien gates. And so the fact that everything changed yet there's still this like unifying like desire among Belters to kind of like stick it to the people on the planets.
I am so, again, stoked to see where we go in episode 5 because there's all these things we're going to try to find out. Is the government of Earth still even functioning? Like, is Christian going to use this as sort of her opportunity to get back into power? We know she's not above like taking advantage of a situation.
Oh,
That's why
that's
we love
funny.
her.
The look on her face. It was like
Yeah.
when Gao, we don't know what happens to Gao, right?
Right.
But it just that look on her face was the guilt of like, "Oh my God, I've been dreaming about this bitch dying. Oh
Yep. Like,
no.
ooh,
I didn't
monkey's
really want her
paw.
to die."
Things are really starting to come together, like that it's all centering kind of around Marco, being this massive threat for everybody. Like it's finally kind of really touching all of the plot lines this season. It's really already in episode 4. Everything's starting to come together,
Yeah, and
and
he's actually a threat to the Belters themselves. They had an
yeah,
opportunity to move forward in peace and find their own worlds, and now it's, we're at war again.
what's great is that we didn't see Drummer this episode, but Drummer we know is gunning for him. We know now Holden's going to be out there. It's like clearly we're going to have some kind of things are going to start coming together. As we've got 6 episodes left, and so much has happened already.
I have to emphasize again how incredible I think this show looks. Like they really make
Yeah,
sure that the space stations, even the prison, the look of the
yeah,
prison is just it's sparse, but it's so well done, and you can see how much effort that went into kind of building the sets, and it's very immersive. I'm very
yep,
immersed in the
and
Expanse. I think they do a better job of it than a lot of other shows that just feel like,
yeah.
I mean, I've brought it up before, but Altered Carbon just felt horrible that second season. Just
Second season,
small
yeah,
bad sets, and this
yep,
is just,
yep.
oh, it's so
It's
immersive. It's
and
wonderful.
the way they use CGI, mixed with the kind of practical, it's like, yeah, I love this show so much. I mean, I loved it before, but oh my gosh, season 5 is just peak Expanse.
Yeah, and they're
Um,
hitting all the beats right. When Holden figures out they're being secretly attacked, I mean the tension, like
yeah,
they're nailing all of those beats. I am
yep,
on the edge of my seat. and they take me from these like great human moments to just like, and they've been
Yep.
doing it like every episode, and I don't feel
Consistently.
worn out. I feel caught up. Yeah, no, I'm really glad you got me into this show. It
Nice.
is,
Nice.
to me, I feel like The Expanse is the perfect brainchild between Star Trek and Star Wars. Like,
Yeah.
it has all the like very much needed slow human emotional beats that Star Trek
Yep.
just is, can nail
Yep. And
front to back every single episode.
philosophical. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
smart. It's smart. And then it nails the like emotional action highs that Star Wars seems to do so well. So
Yeah.
this is a great show,
It's
man. I can't
it
believe anybody that it's not more popular and that more
right.
people aren't
It's
watching it.
it's 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 seriously like the best science fiction show that I mean for me maybe I mean since Serenity or something, that it's and that's such a soft like kind of pop sci-fi like and
Yeah.
this is really heady, grounded, amazing, yeah, like it's just nothing. This is like seriously to me harkens back to the 90s, a kind of heyday of science fiction in the 90s with Babylon 5, Star Trek Deep Space Nine, Star Trek Next Generation, like all those amazing shows. And this to me is just like where it's at.
Yeah. It's the next level of those. It's fantastic.
We're gonna be back next week with you guys. Super excited to keep following up. We love some of the comments last time. People were talking about how gorgeous they think the show is well as well. Let us know. Do you guys have speculation for where things are going to go next week, or any favorite moments you had? Because so much happened this episode.